My name is Alina.
And I'm David Warner, and we're the creators of the Shower Saver. The hotel industry is a huge industry generating about $190 billion a year, thanks in large part to the 2.3 billion guests that stay there annually. Now, I think it's probably safe to say that most of us, I know I have stayed in a hotel probably within even the last year possibly. I mean, is that true of you? Within the last year. And so a typical scenario is that you get up, you walk into the bathroom, turn on your shower, and you wait 10 seconds or 20 seconds or 30 seconds, some places even over a minute for the hot water to reach your shower. And this is creating problems for hotels as 127 million gallons of water are being used by showers each day annually by hotels. And so, a large portion of that is the warm-up water that's being dispensed at the outset of the shower that we're talking about. But also the fact that there's an inefficiency. There's more water being used than necessary over the course of the shower thanks to inefficient shower head designs. So as all that water goes down the drain, so does a hotel's money and also their eco-friendly image, which we'll talk about in more depth shortly. So we've come up with a solution called the Shower Saver. And we've designed this with the help of Bobby Gilman, a mechanical engineer. And as you can see, basically what our product does is water comes up through the piping and into our system here. Now there's a thermocoupler that reads the temperature of the water coming in. And so as long as the temperature of the water is below a comfortable point, it sends a signal to this bimetal switch, which is similar to the one that would be found in the thermostat, which opens up this valve and allows the water to flow up and into this reservoir right here and be stored. Once the water reaches a comfortable temperature, this valve closes, opens the flow of water into a low-flow shower head at about 1.5 gallons per minute. And then over the course of the shower, this bimetal switch sends signals to the second valve, which essentially opens periodically to allow the water in this reservoir to mix in with the hot water so that it gets through the shower without even being noticed. And so you end up saving the cold water, and you also end up cutting down on the water flow. And Ms. Gilman believes that you could definitely feasibly create this for under $50. So industry trends in the hotel. According to TripAdvisor, 60% of guests would prefer to stay in an eco-friendly hotel. And so, for a hotel, their image is really important to their business. And so it seems like the place where a lot of this is happening, a lot of this eco-friendly movement and the cost of water being high is in California. They're actually leading the charge on reducing water waste. They've got a lot of government mandates where they're raising water, they're reducing water flows into cities like LA, and they're also offering rebates to businesses for installing eco-friendly plumbing fixtures and things like that. So the opportunity is high in California. So for that reason, we've chosen to target two particular hotel chains in California that are known for being eco-conscious, and that's the Hilton Hotel and Resorts and the Starwood Resorts. Now, our value proposition to these resorts is essentially, first of all, we want to save you money. And so how's that going to happen? On average, there's going to be about 120 showers, and that's a conservative estimate, taken per day in a hotel. And each shower, when you figure in the cost of water in California and the cost of heating the water, is costing that hotel about 58 cents per shower. So that's around $25,000 annually in cost for them per shower. Our device would save, or not drop that price to about 35 cents per shower, and save a hotel around $10,000 annually, which would justify their initial investment. They'd recoup it in about a year or two, but also allow them to save in the long run. But we also want to help them capture around that 60% of the eco-friendly travelers. So as an example, in LA alone last year, there were 23.4 million guests, overnight guests that passed through. So of that, you got the 60% pie there, the ones that want to stay in a green hotel, that's 14.5 million people. If we could help a hotel improve their eco-friendly image, and we've got primary research that we're going to discuss momentarily to back that up, but if we could help them improve their image and just capture 1/10% of that market, of that 60%, that's going to translate to about $1.9 million of extra revenue for them any year.
So we talked to managers from Starwood Hotel and Hilton Hotels, and 100% of them said that waste reduction is important to them, and then they're frequently looking for new ways to reduce waste. 60% say that waste reduction and being environmental friendly is important to their guests, which backs up our research that we did. The guests ask if they recycle or what they do to help the environment, and then the guests also thank them for being environmentally friendly. 80% said they are interested in measures and products like the shower saver to reduce the water waste. They like telling their guests what they do for the environment, and it is a very competitive market, so anything they can do to save money and to build that relationship with guests is vital to the company. So there's about 51,000 hotels in the U.S. It would take 80% of that. There'll be about 41,000 hotels, which equals to about 8.1 million guest rooms. From the primary research, we decided to go with trying to capture 10% of that, trying to stay very conservative. That will mean we'll have to sell about 816,000 units. If we sell them about $50 each, they'll give us $40.8 million in revenue. There's about 150 Starwood hotels and Hilton hotels in just California itself. 80% of that will be 120 hotels, which will be about 24,000 guest rooms. Capturing 10% of that is 2,400 units. If we sell them at around $50 like before, that will give us 120,000 in revenue. The competitive advantage that the shower saver has compared to the Eva Drop e-shower in Evia is that it's the only shower that would save the warm-up water, the unique patent that we will have in the relationship with the hotels, since none of the other ones focus to the hotels. And then it would be a lot cheaper than the other ones because it would cost less than $100.
Now, we've already discussed, how we've identified the problem, how the solution comes into that, and how that leads to our value proposition. So, we used our value proposition to really help define who are our customer segments here, who we're targeting, and what are our advantages that we want to try and add to our product to make it tailored to those customers. And so, after we come up with that, we were looking at the channel. What are the channels we're going to sell to these customers through? And the primary channels are going to be, one, hotel conventions. Going to these places where hotels are meeting. Two, a direct sales force, obviously, is going to be vital. And then finally, to a lesser extent, a website. And so our key metrics there, you can see, obviously, units sold, hotel chains implementing the product, and an estimated gallons we're saving. So in closing here, we're all about the green. We want to save hotels money. We want to improve their environmentally friendly image, and we want to help the environment itself. So when all these things come together, as they do in our product, we've got happy hotel managers, we've got happy guests, and we've got a happy and profitable company. Thank you.
All right.